them? Hey, what's going on? It's Majortv. In cahoots with Talk Black News Radio. We got an exclusive interview. Supreme Leader, Commander, General of NFAC. Love this brother. We've been following him. We've been fighting for him. We just want to have a word with him because he came out here and we got some good news. But we're not going to talk about that right now.
We're not going to discuss that on here.
Correct. We're not going to discuss that. But still, I want to hear from you, man, how you feeling, what's going on. People always ask me mentions about what's up with Grandmaster Jay. We're not hearing nothing. And he's up, is he all right? You know, so let us know what's going on.
I'm good.
Okay, great. That's what's up.
The only thing people need to understand is the situation that I'm dealing with right now is not something that a lot of people are even built to handle. So I'm standing strong. Everything that I've ever been through in my life has only prepared me for what I'm going through right now. The same thing with you. So I'm good, my brother. I'm real good.
I'm going to be honest with you. Anybody else in a situation with a stroke, with a dead man, I looked at you, man. I seen you speak. It looked like it's not body, so tell people where you're looking forward to, you know, where you get the energy from, you know, spiritually and what have you. Because it's remarkable how you're holding up on all the pressure, man.
That's the thing I don't understand about people. Y'all act like I'm supposed to be cracking up. Y'all act like I'm supposed to be how you make it. I'm gonna be real with you. The reason I'm not cracking because I'm built for this. You understand what I'm saying to you? In other words, if I have a cast iron pot and I put it in the oven, I expect it to get hot. I don't expect it to melt. That's why I put it in there. You get what I'm saying? What they're doing to me, you have to remember, I ran for the presidency. I already understand executive levels of leadership, way beyond what people see at street level. What's happening with me is more political than it is anything else. You understand what I'm saying? It's more than anything else. So what you're looking at is I'm handling this the same way I would handle if I was sitting in the White House and something happened to me.
I want to hear that because you got to realize you are different than everybody else. We don't know too much about you no more than, you know, with the image that you so-called portrayed after you came out.
Dude, did they know anything about Malcolm X when he was Malcolm Little? No. Did they know anything about who Jesus or Yeshua was for 32 years before he came out? I just said y'all wasting too much time trying to figure out where it came from rather than dealing with the fact that it's here.
Right.
Nobody in history who has done anything of any significance had to come up and tell you where the fuck they came from. You think that Moses had to convince all of the Hebrews who he was to get them out of bondage? No, they just wanted to get out. You think Noah had to stand there and convince people, even though he was a drunk, that they needed to get on the boat before the flood came? Did you see Jesus anywhere in the slave master's Bible talking about who he used to be? We have become infected with this everybody got to be perfect before they can help me bullshit. Well, let me give you a news flash. The Creator takes the imperfect to do his perfect will. Right. There's not one person you can name for me who's significant in history that wasn't fucked up. Let me help you out. That's right. Moses was a murderer. Noah was a drunk. Jacob had baby mama drama. Rahab was a hoe. And he took all of them to do his greatness. Malcolm Little became Malcolm X. So we don't sit around talking about, well, I don't want him because he ain't perfect. Okay, well, where the perfect people at? Because they ain't got here yet. And you ain't gonna get one. And he keeps sending y'all people. And y'all keep doing the same thing. You keep rejecting him, so you know what he do? He send your ass to the back of the line and make you start over again. So I don't have to entertain those people who cannot perceive how I was able to achieve what they couldn't believe.
Right. And the reason why I asked that question is because I really wanted to get out to everybody else about being strong under pressure, understanding
My brother, y'all got my nose running because it's cold out here, but let me explain something to you about my people. There's an old saying, and I know you heard this before. Y'all ever heard, you don't know what you got till it's gone?
Right.
That ain't true. For black people, you know what you got. You just didn't never think that it would be gone. Thank you. Y'all think that you have these luxuries of having people like me that's always gonna pop up in your life or to save the day. They don't brainwash y'all into believing that somebody gonna come help you instead of you helping yourself. They done made you think that you're a victim when a lot of times you could be the offender. You always waiting for somebody else to do the heavy lifting so you can come and enjoy the benefits. Everybody want to eat, but don't nobody want to grow the food. Don't nobody want to prepare the table. Don't nobody want to clean up. Everybody want reparations, but ain't nobody ready to give their freedom for that shit. Everybody want reparations, but ain't nobody willing to sacrifice their little bit that they got. And then you got a bunch of people who think that because he didn't call them, that nobody else should get the opportunity.
Like, in my opinion, I think a lot of this is in the community because the leadership talk got so many cheese.
Bullshit. Our problem is not leadership. Our problem is individualism.
Yes.
Right. Everybody thinks only about themselves.
Right.
And if it don't benefit them, they don't give a shit about nobody else.
That's right.
If you got like 20 leaders that's not coming together, you got a fraction of black people.
Then you have to examine their motives. You have to examine what's driving them. You have to examine their ulterior motives. You see, all of us used to be babies. We all came up a different way. Some of us got love, some of us didn't. And we go through life trying to fix it. You ever heard of a sister, they say got daddy issues? So they run from man to man to man to man, trying to find what they didn't get from their daddy. They never gonna find that. You got brothers out here who got daddy issues. They never had a real father. They didn't. So they hang out with brother, looking for somebody to give them what they didn't get. And if they don't get it, they treat them the same way they treated everything else. They attack it, they tear it down. Right. Because before you can lead, you have to be able to lead yourself.
Yes, sir. Man, he said it so good.
Malcolm said that.
Well, I'm saying
it's cold out here, bro. Why you got me out here, bro? It's cold out here. No, I don't need none of them. Good.
It's my concern, brother. My concern is you have so many different factions of leadership, and everybody can play their role, but why we on that round table, like in the Berlin you talked about 1884, when the Europeans got together to divide Africa, the ones that didn't have port, they pleased them because they were complaining. Why we can't come together? Because, like you said, when the mom and daddy, cousin, brother, we still have a problem, whereas you have one person saying this, one person saying that, and everybody basically saying the same thing because I want to be the man, and I'm over this group. Why we can't just sit down and shit have a top leader and everybody have sub leaders? We're going to like the army, whatever, colonel, general, and all that. I'm saying that, you know, Russian. I'm saying this, why we just can't come together and just talk this up?
Because, as I said before, until we can heal ourselves, we're not going to get together. You see, unity is not...
How we do that then?
What was I teaching y'all about releasing the mental chains? You have to clean yourself mentally. You have to clean your mind. I told y'all, the worst colonization that ever happened was not slavery, where they came and took your bodies. It wasn't when they came and took your resources. It wasn't when they stole your religion. It wasn't when they even rewrote your history. It was the colonization of your mind.
Right, yes, sir.
So the civil rights movement was about physical things. Can I sit next to you? Can I ride with you? You get what I'm saying? Can you call me a different name? Can I vote with you? But what you didn't do is you didn't fight for the fact that I need my mind back. I want my culture back. I want my history back that's hidden in the Vatican. I want y'all to stop digging up my ancestors and putting them on display. I want y'all to stop pretending we didn't do this shit.
That's right.
Stop trying to figure out who built the pyramids. You know who built the pyramids.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop trying to figure out where the gold came from. You know where the gold came from. Stop trying to figure out the mysteries of the Bible. The Bible is nothing but our history. Stop it. And until we can clean our minds from the colonization that's been put into us, then we can never come together because we've been brainwashed, my brother. There's people out here right now that's brainwashed. It's not always a negative thing to be brainwashed because there's different levels to it. But some of us need a little more scrubbing than the other one. And that's why they shut me up, because in order for you to stay awake, sometimes you gotta need another cup of coffee. Keep you going. Okay? Because remember, as soon as they shut me up, now all of a sudden it's anti-gun this. Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Now they pushing another narrative on you. The needle or the bullet. Y'all got your vaccinations yet? Notice that's all they pushing on you now. That's all they pushing on you. That's all they pushing. Remember, it's a mental game. If I can control your mind, I can control you. I can control what you believe and what you don't believe. If I can control your mind, I can control your sex drive. I can control your entertainment. I can control your political beliefs. I can control what you believe about your brother and sisters.
Right.
I control your mind.
Right.
And if I make you believe that everything that I tell you is good for your mind, then everything that everybody else tells you is bad for your mind. Now you understand where the statement comes from. Y'all don't believe nothing till the white man says it.
Right.
That's because he has your mind. All of these things we talk about, unity, leadership, liberation, has nothing if we don't have the mind of the people. And that's what I was doing. I was going after your mind. And they saw that.
Right.
We want things, but we are not looking at the first part of that sentence. Look what I said. We want things. Now watch me break this down. The things we know, you just listed them.
All right.
The want, because we don't have. But the part we ignore is the we is not we. The W is flipped. Me want things.
Right. That's right.
And until we can make the me a we, you can forget about the wanting, you can forget about the things. And the me is in the mind. Hope I answered your question.
Of course, clearly. But look, first I want to thank you, man. That person I first heard about y'all on the Brunswick, I was like, Brunswick guns. I was like tripping, you know, because I'm from New Orleans, headquarters where Black Panthers at the housing project in New Orleans. And I remember remnants of a building called Violence. People knew about violence. They had images of black people killing whites, what have you. So outside that, I never seen a brother come in your phone, speaking what you were speaking. And not just words, but we hear people talking, some of the things you talk about, but they didn't come with the action. It didn't really hashtag turn words into action. You did that. And I want to personally thank you. It's cold as hell. I want to keep you out here, bro. I love you, man. I'm fighting for you because I have never seen nobody oppose white people like you did. And when I went to lab year, I had to go and see myself. And when I seen you, and you told people the reason why you really do this, you can remember that. I looked at that little girl eyes, you referred at me because I was filming another brother behind me. And you was talking about what you love and how, you know, you want to help change our conditions. I'm talking like paraphrase. You know how you was actually saying. It touched my heart, bro, and it convinced me 100% because I really was inspired to just do what I'm doing. I'm not the social media guy. I'm not into all that stuff. But I wanted to do something because there's so many people, like you said, brainwashed. Right. We all have experienced that. I just want to personally thank you, bro. If you want to have last words, General, you can do that. I love you, man. You're everything to me, bro.
This brother right here stepped up, started talking when it wasn't popular. He didn't bandwagon and run over to the spectator show. Teacup, he didn't go over there.
Oh, we done smashed.
I'm sorry, that's the funniest shit I've seen in a minute. I don't know how y'all watch that. But the brothers decided to speak righteously, and he did, along with a couple of other brothers. And the sad part about it is, I'm gonna say this to you, brother, is that I know we got some good brothers and sisters out here who honestly believe that what they were doing or what they believed in is righteous. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care what movement you've been a part of, what organization you've been a part of. You thought that was the right thing to do. You put your money on the line. You put your soul on the line. You went and you did what you had to do. But if you are too stubborn or too stupid or too much of a follower to not realize when you're on the wrong boat, then you stay on that boat.
Right.
And when it sinks, don't ask us to help you. Because the last time I checked, damn, that plane is low. She jumped, that's how low it is. You see that? You can't run from the plane, baby. See? And then you notice you did, black people, I'd be like, we don't be bullshitting. She know that.
I thought you were going to say ghetto.
No, ain't nothing ghetto about it. It was very, very low. It caught me off guard. I thought we would end just like that. Like they took us out like that, bro.
No, that ain't no Jones, man. That ain't no Jones, bro.
What I'm saying to you is this: is that that's cool, but remember this. Remember this. What we're doing right now, and y'all seen this. A lot of people that say they want this, but as soon as they came for me, a lot of y'all tuck y'all tails and ran. A lot of people, all of a sudden, they didn't know no more. It was all smiles and sunshine when we were standing in formation. But as soon as the man came back at us, a lot of people suddenly, I ain't like Peter.
Right.
Ain't you NFAC? No, bro. No.
Man, I see people whole channel different now.
Everybody dropped everything, stopped everything. So brothers like him step up when it's unpopular. To stand against the bullshit are the ones that are going to be around when it's over. And all those people are going to come to you next. Because yes, it's okay to follow certain people, y'all, even me. But remember, you have to be about the movement and not the man.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Because there's always going to be another man. But you don't get but one movement. So what done happened now is with all of this stuff that's playing out, this is our children's history books that's being written right now. These pictures, all these videos, y'all little kids right now, they're going to be looking at this in 20, 30 years. This is their civil rights movement. And they're going to be like, Grandma, I saw you in there. Uncle, I saw you. You was out there? You was out there? And you're like, yeah. And to them, you're the inspiration. These kids today, they hear about Malcolm, they hear about Martin. That shit might as well be the Stone Age to them. They hear about it, but they can't relate to that. But they can see this. Most men who end up beating on women do it because they grew up seeing it. Not because somebody taught them that this shit was going on for years. Most sisters that do a lot of crooked stuff to brothers grew up because they saw it growing up. People do what they see, not what you tell them. So think about what we're showing them right now. Them same kids that y'all used to get around and watch Facts Over Feelings every night, watch Morning Mills. I seen the pictures. They get their families in front of the TV. The kids love that shit. They be asking their mama, when is Grandmaster Jay coming back on? These are kids. Now them kids don't see me no more. They don't. They still on the internet, so they see y'all. They saw their mama and daddy get suited and booted and go to the formations. Now they trying to figure out, Mama, what's going on? Your kids are looking at this, and when they get older, and Martin Luther King come around and Malcolm X, and they're gonna be like, I don't know nothing about that, but I do remember NFAC. When I was growing up, that's what it was. Okay, that's what the young kids are looking at now. So you're always gonna have a movement, my brother. But when they go back and dig through all of the archives of this, they're only gonna find certain stuff. Your stuff gonna be found. Your stuff gonna be found, my brother. OC stuff gonna be found.
That's right.
You know who ain't gonna be found?
Teacup.
Y'all didn't hear that from me. Y'all didn't hear that from me. But while I am here, I'm gonna speak real quick. I'm gonna speak on something real quick. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this publicly to all my brothers and sisters who are members of the Black Panthers. New Black Panther Party, People Self-Defense, all the different iterations of the Black Panthers. To all my brothers and sisters who are members of the Huey Newton Gun Club, members of the Fred Hampton Gun Club, members of every organization that we've had a chance to work with, I got nothing but love for you. Just remember, stand on the principles of what you were founded on, and not on what people are trying to tell you today in the directions they're trying to take you, because some people have their own agendas.
Yes, sir.
Last but not least, as far as the NFAC is concerned, let me help y'all out. And I'm glad I got a chance to say this on your show. Without me, there is no NFAC.
Fact.
Period. I own it. It's mine. And if I go away, it will go away. You know how I know? Because I've been gone for 3 months and ain't nobody stepped up yet.
Come on now. Big
That
facts.
says enough right there. There's a vacuum right now.
Big facts.
Y'all too busy fighting over and trying to tear down something because you can't duplicate it. You didn't get the call. I did. And I'm walking in it. Y'all either walk with me or get the fuck out the way. Because you ain't built for this. You thought you was. You're not. And if you was, you'd be out here with the rest of these folks. And you're not. So I don't want to hear that no more. The NFAC ain't going nowhere. We're global. When the news people want to ask the opinion of black people, who do they call? You. Thank you. I don't see none of these other people getting called. I don't see no leaders calling up representing none of these other groups. Kings and queens and ambassadors. We've got land that's been given to us. If you was on the call, you heard it. Every country is giving us land now.
I'm sorry.
They just waiting for me to get y'all together.
I'm ready.
You know the sad part about it is?
That's the biggest fight.
Leave somebody. Shit.
Some of y'all gonna have to stay behind.
Not everybody chosen.
And I don't want to leave y'all behind. I don't. Other than that, brother, love you, man.
Love you too, fam.
Glad you came out, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your knee on their necks. Keep the comedy down, though, because you be killing me. and if I can help anybody out, because I'm not a hater. I want everybody to be successful. When you do your show, get to it.
Yes, sir.
You ain't got to shout everybody out. They love you, or they wouldn't be there. I'd be waiting for you to get in too. I done ate my food. You know what I'm saying? I finished my drink. Smoke without smoke. And you still ain't got to it yet. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you. Love you, brother. Love you, man. Majortv TV, officially endorsed Grandmaster J. Not fucking around. 2021.
Hey, can you say something to K Money?
Okay, money. Woo. Let me finish this interview. We good?
We good, bro. I just